Hello friends, welcome back you all in my channel Coder, and I am Abhishek. Today we are going to build a personal portfolio website by using Bootstrap.
So friends, let's get started.
So this is the website we are going to make using HTML, CSS and Bootstrap and JavaScript of course. You can see this is a simple portfolio website which we are going to make, and this is all I have made it using Bootstrap friends. So in this tutorial I will show you how you can also make such type of website using Bootstrap. If you don't have subscribed yet my channel, please subscribe it, and after few days I am also going to make video on programming language such as C++, all their tutorials and videos on how to solve their problems, programming questions. So please subscribe channel and like this video. And now we are going to start our code. So, and this website is responsive friends, so you can also see here that it is responsive. So you can see this is how it will look in mobile view, and in any phone it will adjust. So you can see this is its mobile view and it is properly adjust according to that. So this is the benefit when you are using Bootstrap. So let's start. So you will need your logo or the color combination you are making your website. Like I have used black, white and red. So I have made a logo here like vCoder in Photoshop. So, and this image I have downloaded and edited little, and one mypic. So I will use these three image here to make your website design look more attractive. You need some Photoshop skills also friends. So if you don't know how to use Photoshop and little bit of editing, so you can comment below. So I will make a separate tutorial how to edit or how to use photo editing softwares for making website. So please, if you want, then comment down and let's get started. So first of all I will make a folder, new folder, and I will rename it portfolio web page. And now open your text editor and just drag this file, drag this folder in Visual Studio Code and it will be open. Now friends, I will zoom this so it will be visible more clearly. So now I will make a folder index.html and a CSS file. So in here we will write our code, and now we are going to implement Bootstrap here. So we will go to its website getbootstrap.com. So simply search Bootstrap 5 or Bootstrap, then you will get a first link here, getbootstrap.com. This is the website and I will provide this link in description. So here, first of all, when you click the website, you get this page where you see introduction is given. After that, scroll above and come here to starter template. So this is a template friend build, so you don't have to write this much. So simply copy this from here and go to your code and just paste that and save it. And now open it with live server. So right click and just go below and you see there is an option open with live server. So if you don't know friend what is a live server, then I will show you a quick. So it is an extension. So to download that you need to come here. There is an option in VS Code. Here you can see this one extension. So click here and there is a search bar. So right there live extension. If you simply type live, so you will see here you get a live server option. So click on that and this one is your live server and simply you install, then you will get that option in your when you right click, then you will get option. So now you can see our template is ready. So first of all, our first work is to make here a navbar. So I will firstly comment then what we are going to make. So first one in that website. So friend, first of all we will create a navbar. So let's see what we have to make in this website. So first one you can see here we have a navbar. After that we have here a slider. After that there is a section about me which contains an image, and about another section is my experience. So this is all Bootstrap friends, Bootstrap card, Bootstrap image. So we are going to simply implement that and customize it in according to our theme. So here the last one is contact form and some details, and last one is footer. So you can see how proper this is looking, and it is also responsive. I have shown you. So this is responsive, so you can see. So friends, first we will go to Bootstrap file and we have to make navbar. First we have to make navbar. So we will come here and there is a, here you can see a component is here, component option. So click on it and then you will get a navbar option. Click there again and scroll down. So you will get a first this navbar design. So copy this and go to your Visual Studio Code and paste here. And after that we will have a slider, and after slider there is a about section, and what is after that, after about we have a experience, let's copy it and paste here. And after section there is a contact me option, and at last we will have a footer. So friends, we have saved navbar here. So we will check in our website web page. In this website, when you see the navbar is from this last point of the screen to the starting, means from starting point of the screen to the end point of screen. It means it containing full width, but the inner content like here logo and the last one this login button contains some margin from its left and right side. So here when we see this one, it is not containing that margin. It is not like that. It is started from here. The logo have started from here and the button is here. So to put that margin, I will show you how to do this. So first of all, copy your navbar and cut it and make a row. So give a div and name it row. So this is a bootstrap row, friends, and inside that another div I am giving, and so if you write like first of all dot and then the class name and press enter, then this div will be written automatically. This is a shortcut in Visual Studio Code and you can use it. So this you can see I have written column 11. So I have told you about this in my last video that Bootstrap had divided the screen into 12 sections. So any size of screen in Bootstrap is of 12 sections. So if you need to divide your screen size like 50-50, then you have to take 6 columns and 6 columns each. So here I am taking 11 columns. One column is left, so our width will be minimized one column according to our screen. So in this inside I will paste that our navbar. So here if you see from the last point, see you can see here we got this much gap. So this is the one column that we have left, and here till here it is 11 column. So now, but we don't need like this because this is not in middle. So what we are going to do, where you have written column 11, just write there mx auto. So by writing this, in the anything you have written will be come in horizontally, it will come in center from x-axis. So you can see it is now properly aligned. So our navbar is ready, and you can see here I have used a logo and some tabs here. So friends, here first of all I will link my CSS file where you will customize your and write your own CSS. So first we will define a root. So if you don't know, root is a simply like defining some variables in CSS to reuse them. So you can define it anything and reuse it in your CSS file. So here I have copied my color, this primary color red and secondary color. So you can see I have defined this primary and secondary. Now what we are going to do from this row, because in this 11 column you can see the navbar background is BG light. So BG light is not it does not contain full width. It ends here to the column 11, which is little smaller than the whole size. So for that we will write here a main navbar class and we will define it. So here you can see, and I will give a background color of black and black little transparent. And when you come here, see that our navbar is of black color, but this is the actual navbar we are using. This is little smaller, so we have to remove this color, and it is a bootstrap color that is coming there. So that is coming from here. You see first line of nav. So there is a class called BG light. So remove this class, friends, and it will be removed. We will change our body color because our body is not white, which website I have shown you template. So here background color is second bracket here, and whatever you write in a root, whichever variable you declare, it will be called in a var function. Here you can see background color, and I will define a height of body 100 view height. So you can see now we will go to our, so you can see we have defined our body dark color. After that we will use our logo and customize our navbar. So first for that we have to come here, and first of all I have already showed you that I will use these 3 images. So first of all I copy this and I will paste it here in this folder. Now I will remove this navbar text, nav brand, and I will use a image tag, and here you can see logo.png. So here you can see this is our logo, but it is little bigger in size. So for that we will write our custom CSS. So copy navbar brand, because this logo is inside it. So we will write this navbar brand, and inside this navbar brand there is an image tag, and which width will be 100 pixel, or so you can see it is 100 pixel I have given. So now we will change its color. So for that you have to see first catch where it is written. So that we are changing is home, link, and drop down. This one we are going to change. So here first, and after seeing this, check what class that is containing. So here it is containing a class called navlink. So copy the navlink and go into your CSS, paste that, write a color. So here you can see we have changed our color. So now I will write overflow X hidden in body, but first of all you can see this is all are from the right side of the website, and here is in left side. So we have to customize that. So for that we are going to come in code, and here navbar nav. So first this all home and drop downs are containing inside a li. So li is definitely will be inside any ul or ol. So here you can see a ul, and this is containing a class navbar, nav, and me auto. So me auto is written here to bring it from left side. So catching this, what property is being used here is, first thing I will remove this search option, because that is not we are going to use. So for removing that you can simply come here and see the last of navbar, a form is here. So just remove that, right click and go to the inspect option, and now I will just simply click this arrow button, and you can see when I bring my cursor here, you can see it highlight this area. We want this home and this options contained from the right side of the screen, like here it is present. So for that just click here, and you will see in below some CSS you are getting here. So just want to check what option, if you disable then what happened. So if I disable this flex grow option in navbar collapse, you can see what is happening. When I disable this, it come right side, and when I enable this, it goes to the left side. So this is our property what we are going to change. So just copy this navbar collapse and override this in your CSS navbar collapse. And what was the code? Flex grow 1. Then what we will do here, we will write, and it was there 1, so we will here write unset and important. So this code will override that bootstrap code. You can see our work is done. And now what we are going to do, I will make some these tabs: home, about me, portfolio. So for that you have to simply copy any one of that, and home, and after that about, and again paste, and after that there is a portfolio option, and I will remove this one, and drop down will be become skills, and here inside that anything you can write. Here you can see almost work is done. We will use here a button, and that will be login, and I will use a class name btn danger. This is a bootstrap class, friends. You have to simply go in bootstrap website and you will get a button option, and you can see here this all classes are present. So every time you don't have to copy from here. If you remember the class and all things, then you can write it your own. Every time you don't have to copy it. Properly working. And one more thing I have to do, that this is white color, this drop down, and I have to set it black. So for that we are going to copy this drop down. This skill was the drop down, and inside this skill there is a this is a li, friends. The all menus you are seeing is a li, and inside li there is another ul. This is present, this is the drop down. So copy this class and paste here, and now we will write its background color will be black, but we are using little transparent one. So just paste it here. So now you can see it is done, and the color is little faded. So here you will write color white, so here this is not working because it also contained a li, and inside li there is a anchor tag. So that anchor tag contain a drop down item class. So we have to write this color white in drop down item. So cut that and paste it here. So now you can see our navbar is properly working, and now from here we will start our responsive checking. Inspect it, responsive. So here is a button, friends, but it is not visible because it is of black color. So there is a button and it contains an icon. So that icon I show you in the code here. It is present. Like see this was your logo you have written. You remember this is the logo, and below that logo you see a button. This button is that icon. This is hidden when view is bigger, and it is displayed when it website is in mobile view. So for that we have to change this icon. So I will use here a bootstrap icon. So go here in tab and search bootstrap icon, and now click on it, and here you can see there is lot of icon you can use and it's free. So we will use a menu icon. So search here in the tab and you will get this menu icon. So just copy this SVG code here you have written, just click on this option and it will be copied, and I will replace this span icon with my SVG code and I will save it. It is not visible because does not change its color. So for changing the icon color, there is an option fill. So in fill you will, whatever you write the color it contain, like I have written white color, so now it is white. If you write here red, then it will be red. And this is the width and height here written, so I will change it width to 30 and height also 30, so it will look better. So you can see it is now proper in mobile view and in web view. So now what we will use, our navbar is ready. And one more thing friends, if you are having some problem my videos teaching style, please you write your comment, you give your review, then what I have to change and your opinion, so I will must do that. Now we have to make the slider. For that layout, in the navbar we have given it a column 11, you remember this column 11, and in this slider what we will do, we will make it little smaller from the navbar, means we will give it 10 columns. So here I will give a row and name it as slider, and inside that I will give a column and that contain 10 columns, and here I will write MX auto. And inside this, so this is the Bootstrap layout friends I have created, and now I will divide this 10 column into 2 half sections. So for that I need one more row, and this row will be divided into 2 sections. So first section will be of image, and that is column 4, and other one is column 8. You can understand this friends, you might get confused here that I am using 10 columns here and 8 plus 4, here I am using 12 columns inside it. So this is what that you have written here 10 columns, then this 10 column is now your 100% screen, not this is 10 columns, this is not 10 columns, this is now 100% of your screen. So now you have get 100% screen, so you can divide it. So now what we are going to use is, in this first one I will use an image, and image will be my image, you can see this image. Let's style this, and now I will give a class name, that slider image, and I will copy this slider image and go here and slider image, and we have to give a width to the image inside it, so width will be 100%. So you can see now it is changed. And what we are going to do, the slider image I am writing border radius 50%, overflow hidden. So you can see I am making it a round circle, so border 50%, border radius 50% means it will become a circle, and overflow hidden means anything outside that circle will be hidden. And now I will provide a border of 10 pixels, solid white. So here you can see, and now I will rotate this image. So for that I will use transform, and in transform there is a rotate, and I will use 5 degrees. So you can see it is now straight. And here slider, because this slider is containing little darker color, so for that I am going to use this slider option here in CSS, and I will give a background color, and that background color I will go to a website colorhunt.co. From here I will use, this was the color friends, this one. So you can choose any color. This is the slider, and we have to make its width, height 200, view height, so it will be in full screen. Now to bring this image in center of the screen vertically, like it is present here, so for this we have to write a simple code in this slider, and that is display flex and align item center. So you can see, and now what we are going to use some text here. So first is name, developer, and this thing. So we are going to use this in this section. The column 8 we have written here. In this section we are going to use that text. So first was I am Abhishek. Second was H3, and after that one more H3, and at last we will have to style this all. So for that I am going to use a font. I am going to a website Google Font, and click on it. So you will get here plenty of fonts style. So for that one I am going to use this Roboto, and this Roboto, the most bold font I will use. So this one is the most 900. So to use that, simply here in right side click on this style, and here you get this tab, and in this middle you will get a link tag here. So copy all this and go to your this file and paste in inside the head anywhere. And again there is a Roboto font family, Roboto, copy that. So we are going to use this font many times, so I will make a variable here, Roboto name, and paste that and remove this font family. So here we have declared that variable, and now we will give this all a name, that this is the name, this is job, location, and this one will be description. So we have to style one by one. So first of all, style the name. So font size will be 25 pixel and color where primary. So here you can see, and text alignment would be center. Now web developer, so we have given it a class job, and its font should be 90 pixel, font family Roboto, and text align center and color will white. And now location, so we will copy this all and it would be 60 pixel and after that was description. So now you can see how it is looking properly. And after the slider, we have completed our slider. So now we have completed our banner. One thing I have to see in here, when I make it in mobile view, then this here you can see the image is properly upside and the text are in below that image in this one. And what we are making now here in this one, this problem is occurring that this website is not looking responsive now here. So for that we will go inside our code and the column 4 what you have written here. So instead of column 4 we will use column MD4, and instead of column 8 we will use column MD8. So now you can see this is done. And for this one, because this is the font size is more bigger according to the mobile view, so for that we will change, because 90 pixel is more bigger. So for that we have to write a simple code in media and max with 767 pixel, and this one is and its font size in mobile view will be like 40 pixels, and overwrite it. Means if you write important, then this code will be overwritten. So here you can see how good it is looking, and I will make it small, this one too, the location one. So its font size will be 30 pixels. This part is our completed, and now we are going to make the about section. So for that I will close this slider and make a div and give it a class name about us, and inside that as usual we will take a column, and but this time we will take column 11 MX auto, and again we will divide this into two parts. So first one will be column MD6. So now you can, I am directly writing column MD6 so you understand what this means directly. I don't have to explain that much because we are dividing into two sides. So first will contain about me, this one and this, and I image. So for that I will write paragraph, and that is about me, and another about me, that is a bigger one. Okay friends, so after that there is another paragraph, it is random text, and below this we'll use an image, and which is this one. So now you can see how this is looking. The text are here and this one is image. So now we will style this. So you have to give a class name to everyone, and this is This is SM title. This is SM means small title. This is LG title means large title, and this one is simply text, and this will be about image. So now we have to style this separately one by one, and here I will write about. This is comment, so you can see, means it will differentiate from here. About sections code is started. Paste SM title, change its color to white. I have to use their red one. So font size would be, and after that was LG text, and LG text color would be white, and font size would be 50 pixels, and font family should be, I will make it Roboto. So now you can see, and in this website friends, here you can see there is a margin between this slider and this about text, and here it is just below that. So for giving that margin we can use in our CSS, but here I will show you how you can use Bootstrap easily. So here you only have to write in this about section, and this was the slider section. Then in this div we will write empty 5 means margin 5. So here you can see that gap is automatically here. So now our this we have done it, these two things. Now there is a text section, so we will define the text. So simply we have to use a color white, and then there is a image. So for image we have written a about image class. We will copy that, and width should be 100%. Here you can see, so I will make little smaller, like 60%, 70%, and border radius 15%, and overflow hidden. So 15% is, so here you can see we have this part is done, and now we will make the left side, right side, this one. So for that we will make another row here, and I will copy this image in this section. So here I will use column MD4 and column MD6, and again column MD6, and in this one I will call this image, I will write this image here. So nothing is different, it is same. And in this down column, in this second one, we are going to write this whole things. So we'll copy this, so now another paragraph, and that is web developer, and inside this a span, because I will change the color of this Germany to red, and then a random text here, and below that I have made a line, and this line is a div, and I will give a class name line, and after that there is a and class row, and I will divide this row in two sections. Column 6, I will write it column MD6, and again here column MD6, and this one I will write a table body, table row, and inside the row a th, and that is name and td for data, and that is your name, and copy this row, and I have used an age, so 21, and nationality would be India, and this is done. And copy this table and paste in the second div you have made, and you can see our data is here all, but we have to style it one by one. So now we will style it one by one. So in paragraph I will give it a class name, a name, and define it here. So for that we will write change its color, and font size 25 pixels. So now we will write class name to this, and I will write a job, copy it and go it in your CSS file and change its color to white, and font size 25 pixels. And now I have written here a span. You can see here a web developer, inside the P I have written a span so that I can change this color. So a job, and inside this is span, and I will change its color to color to red. So here you can see now there is a text. So for this I will write the class text which we have already defined, and you can see this one, and below that there is a line I have written. So this line is a horizontal line here of width 100% and height will be 1 pixel, so it is looking like a line. So here now we have to define it in our CSS. So just copy it, width equal to 100%, height will be 1 pixel, and background color should be white but little transparent. So now you can see here, and after that we have used a div. So this div should have some margin from above, and inside there is a table. So we'll give table color would be white. Before table there is another text, we have missed the title. So for that I will use h3, and here I will write personal info, and give it a class name pi, means personal info, copy it, and font family we will use Roboto, color would be white. Let's see how it's looking. So here we have done. One thing more we are going to use here is, after these two columns and after this table section, we are going to use a button, that is download CV and give it class name, and this class is of Bootstrap, so Bootstrap Danger. So here you can see, and I will give a little margin, so MT3, and let's check it how it is looking in mobile. So see how properly it is looking in our mobile. This is what I was telling you that in the beginning of the video, that this is the main benefit of using Bootstrap, that you will design a website for big monitors, but at the same time the maximum things of that, if you are using Bootstrap, will be responsive. And the next section is my experience. So here we are going to use, we will just close this. I will write a div and give it a class name experience. I will not write total, full name, and column 11, and it would be MX auto. So inside this, what I am going to do, I will take another row, and here I will write it comment card, and this I will write the column of MD4. So this column MD4, inside that we are going to use some cards of Bootstrap. So get here in the website of Bootstrap and you will see an option cards. So click that card button, card option, click that card option, and you will see here this first one, you will get a card template. So copy this and come to your Visual Studio Code and paste here, and now we will see how it's look like. So you can see this is the card we are going to use. Now first I will have to write here a H3, and there is written some text here, my experience. So here we have written my experience, and I will use the same class what we have defined in about, that is LG title. So by this you can reuse your classes and you don't have to define every time you are writing a similar thing. You are designing a similar thing, you don't have to write every time this separately. The layout is ready, and we are having to use here 3 cards. Here is the width defined is 18 rem, but we have to take its width 100%. So here if I do 100%, you see the width of card is increased, and now we don't need inside the card you are seeing here an image. So remove this image because we are not having image in our card. So card title first would be my education, and save it, and here I will write read more, and here you can see the card we are using is of blue color because here it is written button primary. So we will change here and write it danger, so it will become red color. And now we will copy this card and paste here 2 times. So you can change it in black color also, or you can use this white. So this also is looking good. So here our my experience is completed. Now what we have to do is the contact me option. So just I will close this experience section and make another row and give it a name contact, and one more thing MT5 as you know to give margin from above, and after that there is a, so every time you will use column 11, so here you have to write margin auto, and after that inside this there is two sections. Divide the section once again, take one more row and inside that a column of MD6 and another one. You can see how easily you can divide the screen in two parts or any proportion you want. The first one we have to write is contact me, class will be SM title. Second we will use is let's discuss your project, and class will be LG title. You know we have already defined it above, so you don't have to write each time every code. You can see here, and below that there is a text, so we'll write another P and give it a class name, text, and after that there is some icon and text. So for that I will make another div here below this or a section, and this section will contain a div which contain the icon and a paragraph. So here I will write paragraph icon text. So here in this div we will use, and the section we are using will be, I will name it class icon section, and copy this and just write here display flex. So the icon and text you will use will be in this layout. So first you have to go to your browser and search for Bootstrap icon. Go there, search in menu phone, because you have to use phone. We have to use phone icon. So just once again we have to copy this SVG and just paste the div we have kept empty for that, and size would be 30 and color would be red. Come here and you can see our phone icon is here, and inside this I will write a number, and you have to design this as well, style this, and color should be here white, and margin from left side would be 10 pixels. So here you can see phone number is done. After that there is email. So once again come to the Bootstrap icon, search for mail, just select anyone, copy the SVG file and Before that, what you have to do, first of all, copy this section because this is the icon section, and paste it again here. And now go to the Bootstrap website, and now change this SVG and change this number to the any, like my mail, any email you write, and just see. And this SVG you have to change this width height every time you use. So here we have used 2 icons, that is enough. And in the next section we have to implement the form. So here I will write a paragraph and give it span to change this color, and here I will write C. So here color I am using is white, and inside C text there is a span and its color is where primary. So here you can see, and we will increase its font size 30 pixels. I mean, we have to increase its here 30 pixel. And now we will use a Bootstrap. This is a form of Bootstrap. So we will go to the Bootstrap website. So above this component you will see a form. So go to the form overview, and below this click on form control, and then first option you will see an example email address and text area. So copy this and place it below here and give it empty 3 for having margin from top. So you can see we have implemented our form. We have to change this color. So this email address is containing a class called form label, so we have to style it form label, only changing the color, everything is fine. So we have changed the color, text area here, and this is email, and you can contact. And we have one more thing to use here. After this we will use a button, and similarly class btn and btn danger, and this will be our submit button. So here you can see almost our website is ready. And after that, the last thing we are going to make is the footer. So for footer, same thing. So only we are having here is an anchor tag, and created by, I will write a span inside and @bcoder. First of all, define the CSS of footer. So footer will be height of 50 pixels, width of 100%, and background color would be black. Center we will write display flex a line item center, and after that inside that footer we will style anchor tag. That text decoration will be none and color would be white. There is a span we have used in which B coder is written, so its color would be red. So you can see created by B coder. Our footer is ready, and give it margin to bring it in center. Our website is ready in Bootstrap. So in this tutorial we have covered how to make a responsive Bootstrap website. So if you have not subscribed yet my channel, then subscribe to learn this type of cool stuff. So one more thing I have to tell you all, that I will start posting videos on C language, C++ programming language. So I will start it from C and we will cover its all chapter, and after that we will make some questions how to solve pattern question, programming questions. So if you want interested in that, please subscribe my channel and please like this video. I will see you all in the next video.